You know what? Folks, with the evening time. Hey, how you doing? My wife is watching Jaws in the other room, and my favorite scene popped up. Pretty cool, huh? I can see I'm drinking me, and it tastes so good. I'm just saying, how you doing? Barb, I got it. Thank you. So much has been going on that I wasn't able to get back to you, but yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Louise. Oh, this old look, special day. Gotta, make some changes. Universe is speaking to me constantly. It told me, you know what? Get fresh. Yeah, so welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. Thank you so much for all the kind words this morning on the video. It's not one of those that I would really like to do. It wasn't a joy leaving a video like that, but I could think of a million other things that I'd rather talk about and news I would much rather convey to you all. But yes. Thank you, Stephanie Risby. Oh man, fantastic. Just what I was thinking. Should I go back to the manufacturing plant and pull out the sewing machine and make new materials and new merchandise? Or should I leave the same merchandise out there? But you know what? I think that positive vibes that will never grow old, never outdated. It should be a phrase for the future and a phrase for the past. It's retro and forward thinking as well. Positive vibes. Hey, look, this is what I look like with a afro. Let me see if I can nestle up in here in my dad's afro. Check this out. You think I should go for this look? Wait. There it is. Oh. Ooh. Pat my sides up. Or more for a Wendy look. Right? Yeah. Anyway. All right, folks. Welcome to the show. So great to have you all. It's been a long day. What can I say? What could I say and what should I say? I don't know. Two different things. Whip out my old sewing machine and get busy. Barb, yes, the t-shirt was fantastic. And everything we talked about, really and truly. I mean, the colors are popping. It's wonderful. I was going to wear it tonight, but you know what? I'm going to wear it. I'll wear it. I'm going to, that. I mean, that says me all over it. Santa Barbara. Oh, wow. I'm not even going to go ahead and explain. I'm just going to don it on the show next time. Okay. So you got that, Barb. Love you. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. Too kind, Barb. Yes. The eagle has landed right into the PO box and found its way. Yes. So we got a guest coming on this evening. The show must go on. Wendy would have it no other way. I did speak with Wendy. She's stabilized. She's doing all right. I can't give all the blow by blows. I told her I'll never precede her voice through the show. Hang on one second, folks. Yeah. What's poppin'? What's up? Maintaining. I'm on the show. Yeah. Special guest will be coming in momentarily. Yeah. Who's that? Oh, okay. All right. Everything okay? All right. All right. Cool. Say less. We'll talk in a little bit. Let me know what's going on. You want me to send you the link? Yeah. That's why I was calling you back. I got a chance to have a little chat and yep. Yep. All set. Yeah. It's gonna happen tonight. Yeah. All right, brother. All right. I'll see you. I'm gonna send you a link so when you get it all together, you can, or else you come through. You could come to the front. When I see you in the chat, I'll go ahead and put it in there. Okay. All right. Cool. Bye. Apple Crescent evening time. Bobby Bob, Bobby BB, Bobby 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 BB, Bob Bob Bob, Bobby Bobby Bob Bobby. How you doing, Bobby? I gotta say, I greatly appreciate your latching on and riding with us. I mean, it seems like you're definitely here um, to stay, and it's great to have you. Thank you so much on the kind words, on the handsomeness. I know what it really looks like from that side, but please, I'm sorry for hurting your eyes like this, folks. Yeah. There's been a lot of kits, a lot of things that molded this face into this: glasses, braces, night braces, retainers. I mean, let me tell you, I didn't always look human. Barely making it now with this head, right? Ew. All right. This is what saves me from the realities and the harsh times that are given to me many a day. I hold on to humor and a little bit of wit. Yeah. But I do thank you all for all the kind words. I really do believe and have the faith that Wendy's going to make it. It's not an easy fight. It's not one that individuals always win. Sadly, come November, we're on the anniversary of my mother passing, and it's not easy. This isn't easy, but it's necessary. Many times I come up here and I laugh and I joke, but behind the scenes, I'm really so thankful. You see me in the glass? Isn't that cool? Look at the teeth on that guy. Same smile. Yeah, it's not easy though, folks. This picture right here, this was a time when Wendy had gotten me mad, after she did something to me that I can't remember. I did something to her, which was took a purple marker and colored the picture right up, right on top of her head, somewhere up there. There's a purple mark on the portrait. It never came out. But she always was, oh my gosh, Wendy would do some harsh stuff, And I really always went from my heart. So I was always hurt by some of the things that she said, like, why would you say something like that? But yeah, special person, part of the A team. We wouldn't be the same without her. Love you so much, family. I love you so much. We've been hit just like other families. It's not easy. You got to dig yourself out. You got to hold on to the memories, and we have some good ones, folks. We have some good ones. Wendy shared them. I hear her show. I've heard her talking. It's hard to not speak highly of a family like this one. It really is. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. This evening, we're going to have a guest come on the show. lady by the name of Sarah Kennedy. She's a special person. She has a story to tell and a story to share. I told you that we're going to be pivoting and going back into the land of COVID, and I'm going to reassume the responsibility that I've taken on, the role I've decided to take on as a person of an educator and also a person, a catalyst who can bring information to the channel and also give you updates periodically as I see or as the family sees fit on Wendy's condition. But she's doing well. She's stable. Have spoken with her, and we're hanging in there. She's hanging in there. We're praying. She's fighting. We're praying. Yeah. So, thanks. Hey, Louise, how you doing? Alex. Hey, Will, how you doing? Alex looks so much like Wendy in this picture. Yeah, right? Yeah. Ursula! How you doing? So it's a very interesting conversation I'll be having. And then, naturally, this show's going to have layers, after we get through the CNN-ish type portion, the serious and all this stuff. And we're going to then, invite in the cavalry to have some more laughs and stuff and move through. But yeah, P. Welch, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. For those people who are new, welcome. For those people who've been here, welcome back. Love you all. And just for people who are coming in, just a little history on this channel. It was actually birthed out of COVID, my having COVID and being quarantining. And while I was home quarantining, I had dug around my archives and found an old YouTube video of me riding a bicycle and just shouting out and talking about some stuff that I was into, which was training at the time. Saw some numbers on it and said, you know what, with these numbers, maybe I could talk to them about what I'm doing and what I'm going through. So I opened it up, found my password, and started my YouTube back. Didn't really spend time with YouTube back in 2018. It was just to post that one video. I might still have it on there. I'm not too sure. And then I went back and started talking about where I was at that point, which was last year when I had COVID. Lots of pain, lots of discomfort, lots of uncertainty. And then I met lots of friends who seemed to be able to share. And I really appreciated it. And so it gave me momentum to keep on going. And then I had lost my mother. And then I decided to keep this thing moving for my mom, because she was always such a giving person. And I decided to keep on giving and pushing, and rooting for the underdog. So here I am. And here we are. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and send this link to my guest. She'll be coming on momentarily. I know I already said the name, but there's so many more things about this lady who's going to be coming on. And she's in Manhattan, everybody. She's in New York City. I don't know which borough, but I know she has lots to share. We have lots to find out and learn. And I told her this is a great platform, so I know we'll be well behaved and assume the position of positivity. All right, let me go ahead and text her. Oh no, that's right. I'm gonna email her, invite her. Okay, I believe I did it correctly. We're just gonna hang out. I was gonna bring her in, start it up at the same time, but I think what I'm gonna do nowadays is probably what I should have been doing: start up the show and then bring out the guest. That's how they do in Hollywood. Let me see. Real talk. Good evening. How you doing? Let me increase the font over on my side. Sorry, folks. So I can get the names right or do the best I can with the names. Ooh. Right there is good. Pertina White, good evening. How are you? Hope all is well out in Arkansas. Big shout out to you. All right. Well, it appears that our guest has arrived. So I'm going to welcome on Sarah Kennedy. Without further ado, everybody, give a big round of applause.
Hello.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah. So, well, we're ones to just throw on our trunks and swimsuits and just dive right in. So let me go ahead and do my best at the introduction. Sarah is or I'm not even going to try it. So
Nope.
I'm going to say this is Sarah Kennedy. What borough are you in, Sarah? Are you in Manhattan?
Then.
Oh, and you're in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah's in Brooklyn. She's been in healthcare for a long time, right?
Yes, 18 years. I started as a CNA, HHA, worked up. I'm an LPN. I've been an LPN for 7 years now.
Okay, fantastic. Sarah was found on the picket line. And so, if you do some picketing, you really have a real serious stance about something. And so Sarah is going to share with us this evening. I'm so glad she got a chance to come on. Sarah, I popped on a clip-on tie just for your arrival.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm only kidding. It's a wraparound. Oh, you popped your collar for the show. Okay, cool. Well, we're doing big things. So listen, COVID is all around us. I used to, and I just got over I just finished up telling everybody about how my show was conceived, and it happened during my having COVID, which was very uncomfortable. So I decided to go ahead and take it on. I'm pro just get all the information you can, and let's try to be well informed so that we could arm ourselves. That's the main thing. So that I do know that so much has been going on, everything between more Black Lives Matter, and then the separation or what's been going on within the country. There's been things going on with the Jewish population. There's been a whole lot. The Asian persuasion, they've been lambasted because of the Wuhan, and how everybody feels as though that everybody's involved. As long as you have the look, you've done us dirty, and that's not right. And I think that it's divided the nation horribly. And then finding out, or our brief conversation on the phone prior to my going ahead and initiating this platform, I said, you know what, there's no way I can't have you come on here, because this is just more of the same. I feel as though everybody has we talked about it. I mean, this is democratic. Everybody has the right to speak and feel what they feel. And now it's like everybody's just being herded into a certain frame of mind. And I want to hear what your story is. I'm sorry, I can get a little winded. So please give us a backdrop on what's going on.
Yeah. So, there is a lot of divide in the healthcare system right now. Prior to this mandation, nurses turning on nurses, a lot of newer nurses that have been groomed in school to promote the vaccine and, have the statistics and everything. But maybe we're not on the COVID units, seeing some of the discrepancies that some of us other nurses were seeing. And and it's caused a huge divide. They started, bullying and bullying tactics and separation, and that just causes more issues for your patients. You're already working at a criminal staffing. I mean, in the nursing home setting, I'm one nurse to 40 patients. I mean, that those type of ratios are
That's
insane.
crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
And
And so,
I know how doctors come around, which is very infrequently. So you turn it into being the like expected to know everything and have every up to the minute report. Plus, you probably the only thing that really saves you, unfortunately, but fortunately, is the fact that no families could come and visit, or else you'd really be pelted with questions and and all that stuff, right? Because I know when I used to go to the hospital or anything, I would always trail the nurses, like, okay, so what's going on, and but that's rough.
yeah,
That
so
ratio
it's
is horrible.
a very difficult situation. And, you have nurses that want to stop another wave from coming because what they saw, was atrocious, especially in the nursing home settings. COVID would come through and take out, 15, 20 of your patients on one unit, within a couple of days, and the bodies couldn't be picked up. This was the thing. I understand the fear and the wanting to stop that, and I respect it, but I also expect people to respect me and
Yeah.
my views of not knowing enough information any 5 years, from now, if we're all going to have some, infertility or, cancer spurring, or, there's all these different questions, and not having the correct information and having that maybe question mark above your head all of a sudden condemns you, and your job is threatened, your livelihood is taken from you, and your freedom of choice is just completely gone. I mean, the constitutional rights are just kind of being burned, in all different aspects. You can't really talk about it without, getting labeled. It's very much, you use that water fountain and I'll use this one. And why, as a society, that we are kind of allowing this type of history to repeat itself is very concerning to me.
Yeah, yeah. We have a comment actually in the chat. Says non-vaxxers refuse to take this serious. And many times, um, and I'll say I take it seriously, and I'm a person who has been vaccinated. But my thought process, having had our brief conversation, and now especially knowing that you've been on the front line, you can't get any more front stage than
Right,
you.
exactly. Like,
So it's like,
give it-
I beg to differ. I don't think that you're not taking it serious. I think that you are taking it serious. I think that you are are privy to a lot more than what we've seen, and I do see, I do see how it can be frustrating, especially you mentioned, extending families and going on, and the procreation. And it's like that is a scary thing, because in a relationship, and as you embark on things that historically and womanly, I'm sure that you would look forward to do and achieve. It does really like hold you, like, you're not going to race and get vaccinated if that's something that you're, especially if you know certain things. Like you said to me, it takes 5 years, at least, for something to be proven, or so. And maybe sometimes you said even further than that. I think you mentioned 20.
Absolutely. In pharmacology, we were taught, anything that's 5 years young, 5 years old or younger, to really stay away from it, because, FDA approved or not, it takes that long to really be able to pan out, the type of issues, and
Mhm.
make sure that it is related to a drug. But I've had drugs that were, I was using and handing out at the beginning of my career that now are off the market. And there are things, 20 years later, that they're able to link. They have them on TV all the time. If you were taking this and such drug, you can have a lawsuit now. And so, there are a lot of healthcare workers that are absolutely sure. We know it's a real virus. We know to take it seriously, but at the same time, we are looking at the long-term effects, of what the possibilities are.
Yes.
And you have to think of, the women, the wombs, the fertility, things like that. But I told you, I sat around the table and brought up the idea of, okay, say we all do get vaccinated and it still comes in the door, because it did. Not all of us were vaccinated at the facility I was working at, but when it did come in the building, the people that brought it in were vaccinated. And they happened to work with a handful of patients, and the patients that got it were vaccinated. So that also is concerning, that we see that it's not working as a vaccine should, and the characteristics of what a vaccine is supposed to do. And so that's another reason why a lot of healthcare workers that are seeing this trend are, maybe not so eager to jump on the bandwagon. And, they're it's a very scary time. And so I've gone out and I've been trying to rally. And I think it's very good for people that are pro vaccine, that are vaccinated, to stand with the people that are hesitant to hand over their bodies or their choices, because maybe of whatever reason, there's so many subgroups in a movement like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
to defiant, to damn the man type thing, to it's
Mhm.
not real, to the woman that says my body my choice. Those
Yeah.
subgroups have to come together for the movement,
Yeah.
all different reasons.
Sure. So tell me this. So, Sarah, the interesting thing is the commitment to your thoughts has taken you all the way out of the field.
Yes, yes.
So this is
Well,
this
it
happened.
was last week actually, and this deadline is coming up. I know it just briefly is held right now. A judge held the mandation for the healthcare workers, and I brought to the attention of, so if everybody's vaccinated and it still comes in the building, what's next? And they basically were saying, well, then we'd probably make sure all of the guests are vaccinated, which
Mm,
to me is a very dangerous line of, now you're saying if you want to see your loved ones, you have to abide by this rule, which is, again, not giving people a choice. They say, well, you are choosing to leave your profession. I'm not choosing anything. I am honoring the fact that I don't feel safe about something at this moment, and
yes.
being backed up into a corner and bullied and called atrocious things is not in my manner to, it's not going to make me gonna want to go do something. And
Right.
when does it stop? So then we stop visitors from visiting. We tell patients that don't want it they have to, or they're going to be thrown out on the streets. So
Right. Right.
looks like a healthcare system. This looks like a dictatorship, like, a completely controlled camp
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's scary to me. So yes, I have pulled out of the field. I had a side business that I started with, selling crystals and just, side hobbies. And so I'm focusing
Okay.
on that. Yeah, I
Do you have
started.
any? Do you have any samples with you?
I do. I have a whole house full of samples.
Fantastic. So we'll get to that too, because we definitely want to promote you. You're definitely,
Yeah.
you're family now with the show, and this is what we do as well.
Yes, no, I would love that, because I still, my heart is in helping people any
There
way.
it
And if it's emotional, spiritually, or with crystals or with scrubs on, my goal is to help people on any
is.
level
Yes.
that I can. And for
Yes.
it to come down to something like this, to have people tell me that I no longer deserve my license, if I'm not running to get this, is heartbreaking, and it causes a lot of pain for me. But I have faith that hopefully as a society we can come together and at least not lose. um you know it- we should just all band together. That's just the thing that I keep trying to
Absolutely.
tell
Yeah.
people, is it's this fight now, but if we lose this fight over our body and our healthcare and how we work and who decides, who knows what could happen in the future.
Mhm.
So,
There's a couple of things in the chat. We have good evening. This is from Margie McCrae. She's a retired healthcare nurse worker. She's a retired nurse. She's concerned about the future and health of her grandkids. What's your stance with regards to the kids now and the vaccine, non-vaccine? What are some things? Because you were there till last week. So what did you see? What did you experience in there with that
I
situation?
think, I am not working with children. what I saw from working with the adults getting the vaccinations, and and the things that I've heard and researched, it is it's hard for me to say. I don't want to tell people what to do with their children, because again, that is another, my child, my choice. Is a lot,
Yeah, yeah,
a lot of people
yeah,
don't
yeah.
about.
And I could tell that it's not you being diplomatic, it's you being real, and definitely it's to be commended, because we've had people come on the show, and I'm looking at comments and I'm seeing different things. We've had people come on the show and they're just like, I'm not getting that vaccine. I mean that vaccination, and it's just kind of cut and dry, and then they'll try to convince others not to do it, and that it's a conspiracy and all like that. But you're coming from the medical stance, and that's what's interesting about your coming on. We have a resident doctor who comes on the show, and he works right there in the emergency for the COVID and all that stuff. And so, he comes on, and but your perspective is an interesting one. I see that we have a message in here. It says, "So, are you for the vaccine? Are you pro-vaccine or not? The vaccine is working because the death rates and cases went down after the rollout, and 99% of the patients in the hospital are non-vaccinated." So what do you think about that?
I am pro-choice. So I think if someone is comfortable with getting the vaccine, that they absolutely should, if they feel it is beneficial for them, and they have gone over all of the aspects for themselves and their family. It's their choice. I am not for someone telling me that my spiritual views, no matter if it's spiritual, God, religion, whichever one it is, means nothing, and that my views about my body mean nothing. When you start saying things like that, then I have a problem with that. Now,
Gotcha.
to say that 99% are all unvaccinated, I would say that that's
Right.
untrue. I think that you would have to look a little deeper into those numbers, because all the numbers that I saw where I was, they were vaccinated. So now, did I see them on ventilators? No, because I'm in a nursing home and we don't do that. Do not hospitalize, do not, any extreme measures and things along those lines. But there are a lot more vaccinated cases than is really being shown from the people that I talk to, the nurses that I deal with, people that are in ICU, the nurses on the picket lines and stuff. We see something different. I was on a COVID unit, and I was using the tools, the rapid tests and the PCRs, and I got to see firsthand how many false positives were happening. I firsthand, I mean, there was one incident where we had 10 patients at one time tested positive for the rapid tests. We did the PCRs. Only 4 of them actually had it, but by then we had put them all in the same unit together. Wow. So the people that weren't actually positive to begin with were now on a unit with people that truly were positive. So we exposed them because of a faulty tool. So when they say these numbers and they're based off of, the people that park on the streets and are doing these rapids, I have to, go by what I physically saw with my own eyes. I mean, my own unit decided we probably would not use the rapids that often, that we wanted to wait for PCRs. So if you have faulty tools and faulty numbers, there's a lot of fault there. So it needs to be your own decision, and spiritually and everything else. And don't let anybody ever change your mind, if that's what you believe in. But respect that other people are on the other side of that fence as well.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. I just put out the link in the chat, so if anybody cares to come up and be a part of this discussion, you're more than welcome to. Margie, I would definitely encourage you to come on up. She's one of our super cats in the channel. We have the Tommy cats and the super cats. We also have some merchandise and stuff. So we have a cruise coming up as well. So, perhaps you could join us. Well, I'm down in South Florida. We have a cruise coming up May 6th through 9th, Positive Vibes. And we're going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Coco Cay. So we're looking forward to that. look at the numbers. We're always watching CNN and getting updates and stuff. And now with Wendy being in the hospital, or with Wendy, having COVID, we are definitely going to make sure we have our fingers to the pulse as to what's going on. Try to keep everybody safe, but still hold on to the hope that we can do this in the spring.
Yes, that would be amazing. I'd love to take part.
Yeah. So let's take some time, and in meanwhile, we have a little lag and see some of that those crystals you were talking about.
Oh my goodness. Let me see what I can grab real quick, because I have my cell phone in my hand. I don't have
Well, you know what? Or we can have you come on again, and we can have this be your business, and we're just sharing and push it out there like that. You're promoting. We'll do another segment.
Okay.
All right. And then we could set it up. We can, I can do some promos with you and some of the pictures of your crystals and some of your inventions, and then we can get it out there the proper way. Okay.
Oh, wow, that would be.
We're here for you, Sarah. I know it's not easy, especially walking away from something that you kind of feel almost that you're forced to have to do. And this is regardless as to any of our stances on how we feel. I have my own opinion, but one thing you learn to do, and one thing I'm hoping that we all do in this channel is we respect each other's, decisions and what they're doing, and give them every bit of, hope and praise that they're going to make it. Because I'm just meeting Sarah for the first time, actually, just moments before everybody else. And she seems like a real delight and a charm. And I hope that, she wins. This is for the underdog, because there's a lot of bullies out there. And, you all know how I feel about a bully. So so we got you, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you got it.
My heart is so warm, because it really is. It has brought me to tears plenty of times, thinking about, donating my scrubs, and, what am I going to do? And, if I would be able to find a private, patient, that respect my views. And I'm sure, if that's meant to be, that will happen. But crystals have saved me from lots of trauma that I was able to self-heal through. Promoting them, when I was a nurse, I would sell them.
Great. and okay, so when I'm thinking about crystals, I'm thinking about like earrings and fashion and stuff like that. But you're talking about, so it's almost like the spirituality type of crystals that you're talking about. Wow. Because when you're talking about it's healing, it is a process, and it's helped me. Okay, so I see where you're going. Something crazy is just the other day I had a crystal ball in the background, because we had a reader. Come on, we've been doing some readings in here, and we've been kind of turning some different corners, and it's been great. It's been kind of like, it's been neat. We have people on saying, I like crystals and I love crystals and stuff. So, hey folks, we got Sarah coming back on with a boatload of crystals, and we're going to learn. I'll be able to learn about crystals. It's fantastic.
Oh, so much. I healed childhood trauma through meditations and frequencies, and I carry. Yes, it's a very ancient old medicine that we lost. We lost the how to use them. We just forgot about them. And
how did you get into them? Family or anything?
No, I had what they call in the spiritual kind of community, what they call a phoenix year. I had an ectopic pregnancy that I almost died. My father, who I had been taking care of, who had cancer, he died 2 months later. My 3 broke up, and then my ex took his own life within a year. And so basically I had to learn how to pick up the pieces, and how to figure out a way to heal myself, because no matter how many doctors or therapists or anything that I went to, I just couldn't find that gumption to go on. I quit nursing. I quit my job then for about 6 months to heal, because I basically, you just kind of fall apart when you have that much death. And I built myself back up and got back into my field, and and I like to take everything that I've learned to try and help other people.
Sure. Well, that giving quality will always help you land on your feet. I do believe that, So, great. Doesn't look like anybody wants to come up at this time, but that's okay. The show will continue. I hope that you subscribe to our show, and And it's just, just the way you came. It's Tommy Williams on YouTube, and then you could just click the join button, and you'll get red alerts when I come on. You'll know, say, oh, okay, Tommy's about to go on. And also, we have some great merchandise. And you know what? Also, I'm going to talk to you about, gift bags and doing different things, and have you, I'm going to try to figure out how to stitch you into the fabric of the show. You have a great energy about yourself, and I'm so glad that you set aside this time just to talk to us and things. I learned a lot. I'm sure it'll give us something to definitely some takeaways that I could think of, and some conversations in the future, even whether with you or without you being on here. But I'll reach out to you, and we'll figure out when to come up with that show on your crystals.
Thank you so much.
You got it. You got it. Listen, have a wonderful evening and stay safe. All the best to you and your family, Sarah.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. That was nice, huh? Wow. Sarah. Yeah. Different perspectives, people. That's what it's all about, allowing people to live this short life that we're given, right? This short time. Yeah, I'm vaccinated. I'm not in the medical field, but it sounded like the right thing to do. I was sold on the notion of the vaccination. I've done my own research because the vaccine was going into my own arm. Ow. And I said, do I want to continuously get tested and risk all that says the information that is out there and have continuously getting prodded in my nose, or walk around with some level of certainty and have a layer more of hope as I go outside of my door to try to live my life as normal as possible. And I'm not alone. I watched, I waited. I know when the first vaccine came out, or when they first introduced it, it was like one of those Mikey things, I'm not going to do it. You try it, and that went on not for too long. Now that I look back, that timeline did not go too long, because while we were sitting back trying to teeter and totter, thousands of people were passing away. Thousands of people were contracting the virus, and it didn't look good. And then we were under a whole nother regime with regard to administration of our country. So that also played a big role. So yeah, I like to be non-biased at times, and this is one of them. I'm just so thankful that Sarah took time out to come out and be part of our show. Now it's time to roll out the donkey. So let me go ahead and let me go ahead and try to call in the troops and the cavalry. Meanwhile, while I'm just after, let me just go ahead and send some invitations out to some of our familiar panelists that are on here normally with us, and while we're waiting for them, I can go ahead and highlight some of your comments, and we could have continuous conversation. Thanks, folks, for being here. I'm just going to call out the people that I do see right now in front of me. Sassy K, Lorna, welcome. Apple Crescent, thank you so much. Praying for you down in the land down under. Australia, everybody got it. They got it bad. It's not an easy thing. And I know Apple Crescent is always educating us and informing us as to what's going on. I'm combing down a little bit of hair I have. Oh my gosh. Poor me. Sorry. Had a moment. So let me go ahead and send these invitations. Meanwhile, folks, remember, an open invitation's laying right there in the chat for you if you'd like to come on up. Join me. Click on the link and tell me what you think. Okay. I don't know if you could hear me, folks. I just finished doing what I needed to do on my end, and I'm coming back. Here I come. Okay, here we are. Thank you, Upper Crescent. If you're here, if you are new here, if you're here tonight and you're new, please subscribe and tap the notification bell for alerts. Thanks. Yeah, folks, we have lots of fun here on the Tommy Williams channel here on YouTube. We do. It's all in fun, all in good entertainment, and also we try to come along with some information, some takeaways as well. Thank you so much for your continuous support, everybody. Whether you're passing by or you're committing yourself to this channel, it's a great thing. Doesn't cost much just to sit down and, join us, soak in some positive vibes. Really applauding the special part of the special population of our group here called the Super Cats. We have some super dynamite people who are members. They've been members for some time and they've showed a level of commitment. Because of that, we're celebrating them all the time. So Super Cats, T Mac, Apple Crescent, and all those people who are in here right now. I'm going to scroll up and down in a moment. Just bear with me. But our Super Cats are really something special worth talking about and highlighting, folks. You could be a Super Cat as well. It's just a matter of clicking a couple of buttons. You can find out on the community tab different information about the Super Cats and some of the perks of being one. Definitely we're to go ahead and start, lifting this channel to other levels. I think that, the universe, although I don't do any crystals and seances and all that stuff that we've been talking about in readings and things and all that stuff spiritually, I definitely look at what's going on within my family. And one thing is for certain, Wendy is a powerful person, very committed to her stance and always has been. It seems like just yesterday when I was talking to Wendy and trying to express my sincere, hopes that she would consider being vaccinated. Definitely, with regard to her coming down and spending time with our dad, and keeping everybody safe. Most importantly, with her not being here and up there by herself and on and off the show and around people, whether they be strangers or people that she knows, it doesn't take much to contract this virus. And with Wendy having preconditions, health, so health concerns, that kind of would leave her in a vulnerable state, says Dr. Fauci. And So all I go off is research. And so I've often spoken with Wendy about those concerns. Another thing that I'm really hoping for, folks, and this is something that I'm really, really hoping and praying for. And I speak with Wendy all the time about, just being, Dr. Roz, when he spoke with Wendy some time ago, he said, don't you feel as though you have a social responsibility to at least, kind of encourage people to take on or consider the vaccine? That spoke volumes because that's what it's all about. If you're a role model out here, if you're a talk show host or a sports sports person, or athlete or professional, anybody who has a group of people who soak in their information and they have an impact or some sort of say in what they do, they have that responsibility. I have that responsibility I've taken on. I feel a certain way, and I'm going to speak about it if I feel as though it's going to preserve life for people and encourage people to do the right thing or put people in the right path. I'm going to talk about it. Why? Because I feel as though it's my obligation. If I have a platform and people watch me, the last thing I want to do is tell them to go out there and use this as a cult to talk about things, then go out and do this and do it and cause harm. No, I can't do that. Social responsibility. So my thoughts moving forward, and also my thoughts actually in the past when I've had conversation with Wendy, is I feel as though she should use her platform to encourage people to, at least get educated on this virus and do what they think is best, but give it some thought and also gather research. It doesn't cost anything to say those words to anybody. She wouldn't lose any ratings if she was to just be a little bit more humanistic and let people know that she's plugged into what's going on, and that, don't forget, folks, or listen, I'm just praying that everybody's safe. In the meanwhile, see you tomorrow. Something quick like that, just to remind people that, we are dealing with something. It's not all about shits and giggles. We also have to remember that we are in a fight. And I'm hoping that, and I told Wendy that, not this time. I didn't talk to her. I'll, soften it up as we go along, as I see that she's ready for my conversation. I want her to get well, not get sick. And I know a lot of times I could put the pressure on. She could put the pressure on. Wendy used to call me periodically she used to call me regularly when I was going through COVID, because the level that I was dealing with this COVID stuff was horrible. And it got to the point, folks who are just coming on the channel, it got to the point where I called my parents one evening and told them, I don't think I'm going to make it. And this is a fellow who was swimming at that point. I was swimming prior to COVID. I was swimming about a mile. When I was getting in the pool, I was swimming a mile. The least I would do was a half a mile. That was only because of time restraints. I was also running. I was cycling, doing all kinds of calisthenics, and rarely went to the gym. I love fresh air, playing tennis and all the stuff that I love doing. I was doing everything, wind sprints. But when COVID got a hold of me, I lost an additional 20 pounds, didn't really sleep. My body ached all the time. It felt like I was breathing out of a bar straw, one of those small red straws, sipping air. And I couldn't keep any food down constantly. It was just going right through me. And I was just the chills, and then I was hot, and then it was just going through it. It just is. I didn't know what to do. Crawling around the house. I went there one time. I had a problem. I was married. I'm married. My wife, she wasn't going through it like I was going through it. I went there. We had a disagreement. We were quarantining together. So you get tired of quarantining. Felt like I was going crazy because I had to stay inside. I wanted to try to get outside and try to do a bike ride, but I couldn't. At the time that I did try to go outside and went outside of my door, I felt so weak. I was just like, I can't believe it. I got scared. And I was getting me so uptight. I wasn't the best husband at that time because I was going through it mentally. I was stripped. And I remember coming back from an argument with my wife, and this was just right across the house. And it's like we're not in a mansion, a nice sized place, but it's not a mansion. And it took me forever to get back to my area. I had to crawl and everything. I was crawling and crying and everything. And that was when I called my parents and I said, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it, Mom, Dad. I don't know. It's heavy. It's heavy. And it's case by case. That's the scary thing. And, with us being way down here, it's just frightening, folks. It's frightening. I lost my mom. I didn't get a chance to see her again once she went into the hospital. I hold on to just the thoughts and everything like that. And I just hold myself and say, geez, man, where were Wendy the last time? Where were Wendy and I the last time I saw her? Okay, where were we? I want everything to be such a idealistic. You want everything to be, hey, everything is great. And that's the way, if anything's to happen, that's the way you want to close the curtain on things. But, it's like, it's not fair, My mom, I remember so vividly the last conversation that I had with my mother, telling her she was going to make it and stuff. And, it's just not easy. So it's nice to have you all with me. It's nice to have good friends, good people to support. It's good that there's so many people. And, I really thank God that I can go to different places and so many people remember my mother, could tell me, oh man, your mother was a gem. She was great, because that really helps. I think that's the edge. That's the advantage point. And then having Wendy be such a celebrity and, such a way with people and things, and so many kind words are said about Wendy. It also helps because I know that she's going to be all right. And I also know that she's loved by so many people. I love that girl. Yeah. I love my family. And I thank you all. You're great people here. So where's help when you need them? Why isn't anybody coming on here? Let me call somebody before I break down and go crazy. Here comes Maurice. Nothing like family, y'all. Right on time. Mo, what up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, making it, man. Barely.
All right. That's good.
Yeah, man.
I just popped in.
Well?
Say again?
All's well?
Yeah, all's well. I just had the cable company on the phone going with them, and had some internet problems and had to do some adjustments. I'm gonna cam up in a minute. Just had to just getting settled here, but definitely had to take care of that.
All right, good stuff, man. I'm glad you found your way. And we're here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up? I'll maintain it, man.
How you doing? How you doing? You hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm on live right now, but everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So good stuff, man. Thanks. I already know where you're heading, man. Good stuff. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. It caught me, like, wow, man, really? Again? Oh boy, here we go. So yeah, but everything's gonna work itself through, man. I'll give you a shout. You're off tomorrow, right? Okay, buddy. All right. Thanks, man. All right. Yeah, hey Sharon, Dad's holding up well. Thank you. He's holding up beautifully. The crazy thing, folks, is for those people who were with me the other night or past couple nights, or maybe a couple nights ago, I was talking about liver and onions and stuff. And so I called my dad, and he said, well, no, he's called me today. He said, look, he said, what's going on? When are you going to come by and pick me up? Let's go out and get the liver and onions. He mentioned a place. He had it all in his mind. He wanted what he wanted to do. I was like, Dad, forget about it. I'm not coming down there to pick you up, take you all the way up here to go to some place to eat liver and onions. Liver and onions, liver's the cheapest meat. You think I'm going to burn all this gas, South Florida prices, to come pick you up and take you up here? Not doing it. But I'll tell you what I will do. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll come by with the liver and onions and all the stuff, I'll even stop by and get some potatoes. We can go ahead and make fresh mashed potatoes. And he was like, just get the store bought. And so he already saw where I was going. So we're going to put it all together tomorrow. And I'm going to invite you all in. So we're going to do it, folks. I don't know if it's going to be live or something that I put together in segments and ship off to our editor, Mr. Maurice, and have him tighten it up and roll it out. But it's definitely going to be something that I want to share with you all. But look, everybody. So the backstage is getting flooded. We got Mr. Glenn Reed back there, and he's been out and about and making and doing his things, putting his hands on folks and healing process, make them feel right. So he's back on the show, which is fantastic. We also have Bev coming in with Miracle, and she's on the Miracle Grow. So where Glenn's put the hands on him, Bev's putting the hair on him. The good hair too. She's getting their hair right, So I'm only kidding, folks. So Beverly has the hair care product, and Nita's been talking about it. She's been putting it all over her edges, and she's just growing hair all over her face. She looks like a go. No, I'm only kidding. Not a go. She looks great. She looks like go get some of the product and see for yourself. That's what she looks like. So here comes the ladies first. I'm gonna bring Beverly on. Bev, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm sorry I missed a whole lot of.
All right, Mr. Glenn Reed.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing?
What's up? Everything's good.
Good. Oh, she's in the dark. I can see her smile. Oh, she's moved. Okay, now I can see her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just got off work.
Well, you got a pretty smile because when you walk through the dark, only thing I can see was your smile.
Thank you. That's a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus. That's right.
That's a plus.
So
so is Maurice here, or is that just his picture?
No, yeah, Maurice. I am here. How you doing, Glenn? How you doing, Bev? How's it going?
Hey, what's up, Maurice?
Hello.
I'm good. I'm having a little cam situation. I'll be coming up in a minute.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah,
cool. That young lady that was speaking before with the crystals.
Yes.
She was really informative. I like her.
Yeah, she's very informative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She'll be on again. She has some crystals with some healing powers and stuff, and I never knew about all that stuff.
Really?
So that stuff I want to learn as well, because man, you could use all the edges, all the help you can get these days.
Right. Wow.
I think I'm going blind. I took off my glasses. I have readers, but I think my eyes are getting worse because now I can't see y'all clearly. So I guess I have to put them back on.
Well, you definitely have a high pro glow going behind there. You have like a little halo of blue over top.
You know what? I think it's coming from the television. I saw it too.
Yeah,
so that's like a little halo.
Yeah, I saw it too. But I'm laughing because remember how you used to have that like the black thing on your head sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gone now. Oh, there it is. I don't know what that is.
That's the TV.
That could be when you have a thought.
Bing. I think it's
just thinking.
But anyway, wow. So, oh God, I'm so bent about Wendy. She's in New York though, right? In the hospital. Okay. Wow. I have to go to Jersey. I'm going back to Jersey. I just left there a week ago, but I have to go back up there because a friend of mine, a funeral, pancreatic cancer. Oh, but
Yeah, I saw that earlier for the text. Yep, I saw it. I'm sorry to hear it. Boy, we have some real liver fans in here. Boy, let me find out. We need to start a chat just about liver and how to do all different dishes with liver. My wife made a great dish tonight.
Liver give you good iron. It's for your iron, help build your blood.
Yes.
For you.
Yes. Say it. Say it, Bev. Beverly, I like your bang.
Thank you. I was trying to fix them. Like, is they all messed up? Hold on.
Yeah. Boy, it looks nice and healthy, and that's how you want it. Thick.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
like Wilma. Like Wilma,
what is your
hair straight out of bedrock.
Huh?
She was saying she promotes a hair product that you have.
Yes.
Bev?
Yes, I make now a lot of people been asking for shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and I have the coconut oil. The leave-in conditioner helps stop your hair from falling out. Like some women be brushing their hair and hair be shedding everywhere, it stops it.
You see me and Tommy are in the
I got
we don't
Vaseline
have
on
any
top of
hair.
her head. I'm just joking. Crystal ball.
Yeah.
But it actually can grow fuzz back on top of your head, but
Oh, really?
no guarantee against alopecia. Yeah, you get a fuzz up there. You
Huh.
get
No,
something.
that just makes me want to shave more.
So
So
would it be? But my question is, would it give me like a dark fuzz where at least I could say, "Oh, I just cut it off earlier today."
Yeah, it'll
It.
do it. I
Oh,
know
okay.
some people have tried it and it gave them a little fuzz.
Wow.
Yes. Now
That's
it's
definitely.
alopecia. I don't guarantee it. That's genetic hair loss.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that
I
something?
don't know why a lot of men don't have hair for some reason. I think it's something in the air. The I
well,
don't
Well, I
know.
know.
I started receding early in my early 30s, but I could still grow my hair. I mean, I would have like a deep V. So I just choose to be bald because that was an in thing. I think it looks good. But my hair grows. I just shave it because it's easier.
And then
Yeah.
I think a lot of males when they go get their hair cut, a lot of barbers is not sanitized. They don't clean their stuff properly, and they give you hair disease in your scalp. And that's what
Mm,
a lot of people lose their hair from.
wow.
Yeah, they
Well,
don't.
I've only had one haircut,
Uh
and by a professional barber or a barber, and that was when I had him cut my hair off um, initially, and I
huh.
was 17 years old, and then
Uh
I
huh.
shortly thereafter I grew back, and then I was seeing what was going to happen in the not so distant future, and I said, you know what, let's just shave it, and so I started shaving it,
So
and
you went bald because you wanted to.
yeah, yeah, I went bald because I wanted to, and then I was it was like I almost wanted to cry myself to sleep because and my mother used to really take me around to every dermatologist out in Jersey, like and and I would go kicking and screaming because she was really she felt bad for me. She was like, we're gonna take care of it, Tommy. We're gonna we'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. And I was like, Mom, but I didn't complain about it because I was like, well, she's what happened. But then I could look at all my uncles on my mom's side, and I was able to see like the photo was everybody was bald and had a head like this guy over here. So
Maurice or your
so
father?
so I had
There he
so
goes.
even if I was going to try to grow some hair, it would come real shallowly towards my ears, and my hair is so thin, like an Asian, like very. I have that real piney hair when it was, and it was like the texture just changed when I was in high school. Finishing up when I was in high school, when I shaved my hair low, it was just that like piney and very thin. And you've
Oh,
seen
okay.
Wendy's hair, like when she wears different styles and stuff, and even like she has hair under there, but it's very like, woo. That's how my hair was when I was growing stuff back and I was trying stuff, and I even tried to do the Gallagher thing. There was like this comedian Gallagher back in the day in like the '80s,
Uh-huh.
and he had the ponytail. I grew something that resembled a ponytail back there, and I did different things. I tried so many things. And I think also Wendy tried so many things with my head. And so she would like put in sun in. She was like, Tommy, try like a summer because we live by the beach. Hey, try a summery look. And I used to surf and stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. All my friends were white. So he was like, all right, cool, throw it in, and I was out there, dancing with my friends, and I'll tell you, I found out quick that it wasn't for everybody because then it was like,
Yeah.
So a little more came out. It was like, what happened? But yeah, so since 86, since late 86, 87, I've been just like this. But yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Maurice, can I ask you a question? Because I never asked this question, but every time I see you, you look so much like your uncle. So is your father his brother or is your mother his brother?
My
Mr.
mother,
Williams.
my mother is Tommy's father's cousin.
Oh, really? And you look that much like him. Like you look more like him than Tommy does.
It was our, who was it? Was it our grandparents were brother and sister, or somebody? Who was it?
It sounds like your grandparents. I think
right.
your brother and sister.
My father said it one time. Okay. I'm horrible with all the stuff.
Okay, I know. Right. Yeah, it would probably be something like that. Right.
My grandmother and his
we have the same grandmother and grandfather.
Right.
Yeah, I mean
they were brothers and sisters. Your grandparents were brother and sister, sounds like. Right. But you look like Mr. Williams. Every time I see you, I keep on saying, I gotta ask. I keep on forgetting to ask.
That's definitely how we're related. Don't ask me, because I'm, I know we're family. And
well, you don't deny it. You look just like them.
Yeah. Yeah, look, runs in the family. My mother actually looks similar to Wendy too, as well. And
oh, really?
And also looks like Tommy's father too, as well. So yeah, so we're on the father side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. How was Sarah? Did you enjoy her today?
Oh man, Sarah was great. Lots of information. Yeah, she was fantastic.
Yeah. No, Sarah is a very beautiful individual. She has a lot of information that she has, and she's out there picketing, protesting. There's a lot going on out here in New York City and all over the world. So, I get to see things, kind of up front, all the protests, all the riots, I get a chance. I'm right here. I can look out my window and hear people chanting, going down the block. So
it had to be scary.
Well, no, to tell you honestly, it's so close. And then when I look on TV, like there was one time when I was looking when they were going across the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know if you remember when the whole bunch of them was going across the Brooklyn Bridge, right? So the Brooklyn Bridge is close to me. So, so when they had the police had them trapped off, they had the police on one side and the police on the other side, and I actually had it on TV and then went outside and saw it. I mean, I saw the cops. It looked like they were not playing around in New York City.
Yeah.
And what they did to those protesters, I just kind of, and the only thing that I saw, and then as I was going down a few blocks, they were lining up people on the ground. Kids were lined up with handcuffs on, and it was just a lot, But Sarah definitely, is very informative. She has her opinion about certain things, and like Tommy says, we respect everybody's opinion, and everybody, so everybody has a choice.
Yeah. I saw that somebody I think it was Louise had put in the chat. This is a great time for Danny to come in, but it wasn't one of those swoop down and everybody. I think Sarah's stance was an independent stance. It was something separate from Danny's. Danny's stance was from the outside of the healthcare field. Just kind of, he seems more like following the political stance on how things were going. We know that Danny's he's Republican. That's not a big deal, but you know what? Pretty much for the most part, Republican stance is anti-vaccine. And so, you have your atypicals who come along and they, pretty much anything that they, that Republicans are doing, they kind of riding with. And I think that that's kind of where he is, or maybe not, but just tonight's show wasn't for him to come on and do that. I did send him a link now for him to come in and do the chat and stuff so we could talk about the show. I'm sure he'll go back. If he hasn't seen it yet, he'll go back and watch it. And maybe then we can find out what he says. But Danny, for those people who don't know, is one of my best friends. He's grew up with me. We went to high school together and school together. Grew up in the same community, and he's a great guy. He also is very talented musician, and he's a good friend of the show.
Yeah,
I think you handled that very well today. I kind of stepped back and said, let you do that, because I think that it just the look was good. It seemed right. It felt right, and I really didn't have a chance to actually get any information from her because I'm a last minute person, so I really wasn't really able to get that much information. But I will look back at it, at the show and kind of catch it from the beginning, so I can kind of learn a little bit more about what she was going through. But it's real out here. It's really real. And your story, Tommy, is real, and it touches so many people. And not just your story, other people's story as well. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, Mo. Yeah. So what's the latest, Bev?
I saw him rubbing his head. Somebody.
Well, I did that because Sharon said, yeah. Sharon, somebody says bald is sexy. I was wondering if Tommy was going to catch it.
Oh yeah, I threw it up there, but hey, I appreciate it. I listen. I had my bald head in a time where it wasn't fashionable, so I've heard everything from are you okay? People thought that I had cancer.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, listen. It was only Isaac Hayes, Michael Jordan, who didn't even have his bald head, Kojak, and who's the fella? Magnificent Seven, my man.
Bruce Willis? No.
No, old actor. Clean shaven, clean head. Kind of definitely has the Mr. Clean look.
Not
Harry Belafonte. I can't think of who it is. Oh boy, it'll come to me when I get off. Come on, where's China Black when you need her? Now look, we got to think through it. Magnificent Seven. I can't think of what more movies he was in. Bald head.
Black guy, white guy.
Oh, and he's
black
big,
guy.
He's tall. Damn. No, he's skinny.
Black guy with a bald head back then.
Thin, right? He's thin, lean fella.
Skinny, yeah.
He played in some Western. He played in a little bit of everything. Very, very talented. Oh man, I can't think of who he is. Well,
yeah, he's skinny. Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody's guessing it. Yul Brynner. Brenner, yes. Yul Brynner. Thank you, Louise.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Realtor Collins, she messing up my life.
Yul Brynner, yeah, that's the guy that played in that movie when everybody in the town was robots and stuff.
Yep. Oh man,
What's the name of that movie?
My phone is dying, and I'm in a hotel. These stupid hotels don't even make their rooms where the plugs are by the bed, so I have to get up and plug my phone in because I'm on 10%.
Yeah.
So
Yul Brynner. Yeah, he wasn't black, but yeah, it was Yul Brynner. I wasn't why I was thinking. Some movies that did kind of cast him type of looking black. But let me look up Yul Brynner, make sure that's what I'm talking about.
I got my phone, so.
But I think so. If I'm saying Magnificent Seven, it's definitely Yul Brynner.
Magnificent Seven, no, I don't know.
Well, Yul Brynner isn't black, though, is he? I don't think so. Is Yul Brynner black, people?
No, he's white.
I don't
he's
think
white.
so. That's what I said. That's why I couldn't guess him. Because Tom was saying he was black. That's why I was like, who? Yeah. But yeah, Yul Brynner, I know who you're talking about, but I was thinking of a black person because that's what you said.
All right.
Now I'm in the dark because my phone's plugged close to
King and I, right?
That I can
all
sit
those
down.
movies. Yeah, but like, look at this one. Like, look at this shot. I don't know if you all can see it, but
Yeah.
we could pass for the same complexion. Like, if I didn't have this bomb tan that I always keep, I would definitely have that.
It was Westworld.
Westworld. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yul Brynner, definitely. He definitely looked like he was cut with something.
But I was trying to think of a black man. That's all I'm saying. I know Yul Brynner, but I was picturing somebody like when you said
that he was, mixed, like a mulatto type something.
No.
Yeah, well,
he played in
I think maybe so. I think maybe. Oh, wait a second.
Wasn't he on Broadway too? Didn't he? Wasn't he the King I Am? The
King and I.
King and I, probably.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's where I
mean,
know him from. Yeah.
Let me tell you, man, he's.
Yeah, when he played in that movie Westworld, I think I stopped looking at. I stopped being a fan of him after the movie Westworld. Because when I was young,
oh, really?
because I think I was traumatized by that movie Westworld. Seeing his face come off, people. This was a crazy movie.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that
I didn't watch it. I heard of it.
If you look at his ancestry, I guarantee you'll see some black in there because he's definitely, he looks like any uncle of mine.
And then he played the Pharaoh in that's when I got a little bit of respect for him.
Yeah.
I started looking at him again when he played Pharaoh in one of those Christian movies.
Yeah, with Cleopatra Jones. I mean, with Cleopatra. Right. That's where I know him from mostly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very talented, man. That was one of my favorites. Burt Lancaster as well.
Yeah. Well, I want to say hello.
I want to watch a Yul Brynner movie tonight. I think I'm going to watch one.
I didn't say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. T-Mac, Apple Crescent, Sharon, all of the regulars, all the newcomers, Lucille, T's World. Just sending out blessings to you all. Love and blessings, Kiki. All of you guys out there, Yvette, blessings, Stephanie, China Black, everybody out there, just sending blessings to you all. Sparkles in the house. I do have some things I have to take care of here, and I'm going to have to sign out in a minute.
No, I'm going to listen. I'm getting ready to shut things down myself. I just want to, get this thing going. I want to bring on our special guest. This is something I'm going to be doing on a regular basis. I see Bev has found her way to a nice plate. What you got over there, Bev? Say it. You can't hide food from me.
Pork chop.
Don't say it's liver. Oh, okay. Pork chop.
Pork chop.
Nice. Very nice. You got any applesauce too?
No.
Can we play that video?
An applesauce. That's what Bobby Brady used to say. Huh?
Hey, Tommy.
Let's go ahead and run it, man. You gonna hit it one time?
Yeah, let's run the video one time. This is the video about the cruise that we're having.
Fantastic. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I need a vacation, please.
Yeah, we'll get ready for the vacation with the channel. We got a great one coming together. So, it looks like a lot of people that haven't been here before. So welcome aboard. I'm hoping that you take time out to go ahead and click the subscribe button. Come on back. This is definitely a positive space. We love having people come on here with good conversation. Always taking your advice and considering, what topics we should talk about. And what we don't know, we try to research. We bring a specialist in to find out about. This is definitely this one is dedicated to my sister Wendy. Everything's gonna work itself through, and before you know it, we'll be back at war with each other again. But for right now, I can only say that Wendy, we definitely got you right here. We got you.
We definitely do. Sending all love.
Prayer. We got some people that definitely ride with you on here, and you're in good hands. This is
love always. Love always. Love always.
I tried to, even when I talked to her, I tried to encourage her, go ahead and watch it. So I know while she's quarantining, hey, look, you can't watch yourself all the time.
Right.
Let's switch over and check out the bald guy. Say hello to your little friend. So this is good, folks. This is a great way to communicate with Wendy. For those people who want to get something to Wendy, whether it be a card or a little something for her, you can send it to my care. Okay, and so that's my information should be in the community tab, and I've already been receiving things actually as of last week when the word had gotten out that Wendy wasn't coming back or doing her promotions. People already started sending these things for me to go ahead and reroute to Wendy's address. Can't give her personal information out. I know a lot of things get lost by sending it to the show. We've talked about that in the past. And so, this is one place that'll definitely land securely. Wendy also has property down here, so she's down here quite a bit on a normal basis. So I know when she finishes out quarantining and weekend getaways, she'll be right down here. She has a place. She also has her dad and family down here. So, this is where it's at, folks. So rest assured, if you want to get anything to Wendy, whether it's a kind word or a little doodad, I know somebody said that you were making some authentic jewelry for Wendy. I got that email. I think it was I forgot who, but I got a couple of emails of people who were going to be sending something this way. So we will put it in the chat. Let me see if it's in there already. And it is not. So we will get the information in there.
It's not in there?
Oh, yes. Okay, so here's my information. Send it to the Tommy Williams show, care of, or you could put attention Wendy Williams on the box, and that way, I won't bust anything open. I'll just reroute it right up to Wendy.
Okay.
Compliment to the Wendy Williams show. Go ahead and pay shipping and handling and get it where it needs to go. So no problem, everybody. We will make sure she gets what you send, and in the meanwhile, please send without even having to go to the post office. Special prayers for my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Praying for.
You read my mind. Here's somebody. I want to pronounce that correctly. Anybody want to take a shot at that name?
Quadirs.
Okay, Quadirs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Maybe not right, but it sounds good.
Cool. Yes, let me just rummage through and see. Oh, okay. In the meanwhile, everybody, yes, we do have a trip planned. We have an excursion planned for the springtime, May 6th through 9th. The channel is having something special for those people, and we have a lot of people actually who've already responded. A lot of people have already made their payments and kind of committed themselves for this upcoming trip. It's not happening until the spring, but there's plenty of time to get out of the woods with this pandemic. Also, times for CDC things to kind of let up and pull back a little bit. We'll constantly be following CNN and all the reports on what's going on as well. Just like tonight, just as I promised, we are going to make a pivot with the channel, and we're going to go back to spending lots of time with the COVID, have lots of people with different perspectives as we used to do. And we want to keep you all well informed from a layman's perspective, without all the numbers and all the convolution that you can get from CNN and some of these other news shows that are still worthy, but they might be a little bit, hard to understand.
Right.
We have a resident doctor who's right there on the COVID floor, and he'll be coming in. Actually, he's set up to come in, I believe, on Monday. But I'm going to see if I can get some people on in the interim, because now we got to get back to that health, that mental health and all that stuff. There's lots going on. Right. We'll be having educators come on and talk and things like that. And, hey, listen, we just got to recalibrate ourselves a little bit. And now, instead of all the fun that we're having on here, we have to also, keep an eye on the world. Okay. Because we don't want to lose our focus. All right, everybody, I'm going to pull up the video. Get ready for the Tommy Williams experience.
Wait, before you say that, Glenn, I know you got new glasses on, but can you see in the chat where it says Quadirs? It says that's correct.
Oh, I didn't see. No, yeah, I don't know why. I'm only seeing his prayers for Wendy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said it would sound pretty good. So you're right.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is.
There you go.
Congratulations. So, Quadirs, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the correct pronunciation on that one, because last thing I want to do is mess up somebody's pronunciation. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Oh, okay. And hopefully you get a chance to subscribe while you're at it, Quadirs. I'll say your name so many times, I almost think it's my name.
It's Quadirs. Quadirs. The Q is a C.
Oh, that's what I was saying, but this tie is so tight.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right.
Fantastic. Good to have you, Quadirs.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna click the button, everybody. So enjoy the promotion, and thank you very much, cousin, for putting this together. Very multi-talented, Maurice. Enjoy, everybody.
Take up that Bobby.
Right.
Hey, hey, to all the positive people, are you ready for the Caribbean getaway? Yes, we are sailing to Nassau, Bahamas for 4 days and 3 nights on the fabulous Freedom of the Seas Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. The dates are May 6th to May 9th, 2022. So reserve your cabin now. The rooms are going fast, so get your room as soon as you can. Details are in the link to register, and that is on the YouTube channel for Tommy Williams. And Super Cats, guess what? We have something special just for you, so we don't want you to miss out. And please don't miss the boat. It's going to be a movie, y'all, and CDC safety precautions will be in place. See you there.
All right, look at that.
God, I gotta go.
Nice. Fantastic.
That's very nice.
So that's the time that we can look forward to having, folks. That's just a little snippet. We're going to make it our own special time when we get on that cruise. We're going to claim it.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of fun things happening, lots of giveaways. So that's going to be our topics, y'all. This is what's going on. We have something to look forward to. Wendy, we have something to look forward to. People of Wendy's channel, I know that a lot of people have been very supportive. This morning when I came out and actually, shared, the fact that Wendy does have COVID and it's the fight and everything, her channel really embraced me and the situation. So all we need right now really is prayer. Just hold on, everybody, for prayer for the globe, pray for the world. Never would I want to be selfish and say it's all about us. No, it's not, because you know what? It's about everybody, just as a planet. That's why Sarah and her stance was so important. For somebody to stop and quit their livelihood based on their belief and their foundation and their stance, that's a big commitment. So I couldn't be disrespectful, and I couldn't allow anybody to be disrespectful to a person who commits themselves. We don't know what kind of family, who's relying on her dollar that's coming into the household. And for her to say, you know what, I'm starting up my business, I'm going with my passion, and I'm going back into doing the crystals and stuff, that's heavy. So I'm definitely going to take a hold and help her out on her endeavors. So, folks, who are out there pioneering a movement and rerouting and restructuring their lives, congratulations to you. And you all are truly my role models, because, to be able to reinvent yourself at whatever stage she is in her life during a pandemic has got to be something that's difficult. So all the best.
Yeah,
thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Bev. Bev, your haircut. Now you got me. I think I'm gonna dip into the medicine cabinet and take a spoon, take a palm full of that hair stuff and rub it on tonight. Do you think I should, now my question is this: do you think I should put a shower cap on to make that area sweat and have things seep into my skin? You think that would be a good idea?
Yes.
Because I'll put the whole little California look swag together and have the shower cap, and then I'm gonna put a bandana around that so that the sweat won't come down into my eyes while I'm sleeping. I'm gonna hook it up, and I might take some pictures.
Okay.
But
I'm
thanks,
going to send you the shampoo, conditioner. I got to get it all together so I can send it to you, and I'm gonna send your sister a card as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And again, folks, again, the address is in the chat. Thank you, Beverly, for coming on. Love you, and we're
Love
here
you
for
too.
you.
Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
glad to see you smiling.
Oh yeah. I got to do that. That's the one thing that I can hold on to is just the feeling inside. You know that the warmth that's all around me. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Bev. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
night and
You
enjoy the rest
too.
of that pork chop.
I am.
That thing is long gone, right? You know, I tell you that. I have a plate in here right now, and that's another. Oh wow! Dang.
I was taking little pieces, little bite, moving the camera away from me, and I'm like,
I see. That's one of my moves, like this.
yeah, and then come back.
So anyway, so yeah, so listen. So thank you very much. Anytime, come on. All right.
Anytime.
I'm so
All
glad you
right.
feel comfortable coming up and down off this platform. Okay, you take
Thank
care. God bless you.
you too. Good night.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, man. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We made it. Good stuff. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I feel better. I feel better. I mean, shucks. Whew. What a show. What a time, huh? Yeah, we did it. What else can I say? Just happy, you know. You're absolutely right. There. Couldn't say it better myself, Louise. It's important to break a smile through the tears. Mm-hmm. Let me just run through the chat one last time, everybody. Thank you for all you newcomers, for all you people that just coming on for the first time. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. I talk to Wendy on a regular. So this is one thing that if nothing else, we are definitely a close family all over again, because, we felt this. The last time we felt this, it was heavy and it hit hard. So, I definitely realize the strength we have in our family. I definitely love my family, and I'm definitely here to share and thank you all for all the care that you're giving to the family. So, thank you so much, China Black. Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, I was brushing these old things. Had to get them ready. Yeah. Yep. So what else can I say? Miss Shirley will guide the family. Oh man, you said it. Apple Crescent. Make sure you reach out. I've been trying to reach to you. So reach back. I want to get an update on how things are going there. I'll be eating my dinner, although it's a late supper. Nita made something extra special, and I think she made a clip earlier. It'll go out probably tomorrow. I should have actually shared it this evening, but I think she's going to put it together like a production. So whatever she wants to do with that, I'll hold off on that. The one thing I will do is I'll eat it, and I can't wait. I would talk about what it is, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Right. Okay. Let me see. Anybody else? Bobby, thank you. Thank you for coming through, Bobby. Rachel Ray, thanks again. T Mac in the building. Appreciate you, T Mac. Again, Beverly Edwards, you're special. All right. Glenn Reed, thank you so much for coming through and spending some time there, Blue Halo head fella. KK Barb, how you doing? Thank you so much. To see about Wendy. No, I'm not going to go up and see her because, with all the whole, everything that's going on globally, I don't think that would be a good idea. But, we definitely talk and we do the virtual stuff so I can see how she's doing and everything like that and all like that. So, good. Great stuff. Great to see you, KK Barb. Lucille. Hey, Lucille. How you doing? Kiki. All right. Okay. Marley, how you doing? Evelyn, nice to have you. Thanks for the love. Kadir's, great to have you aboard, sir. Lisa Thornton, nice to see you. Sharon, Yvette, Professor Cutie Pie, how you doing? Great. And it goes on and on. My hand's gonna go numb pushing buttons. All right. So glad, everybody. If I missed you now, I'll catch you later. All right? Please. But thank you so much for coming in and joining me this evening. Tomorrow I'll be back. Rest assured. Actually, tomorrow will be a nice show because I'll be with my dad. And I may even be, well, no, I can't see how to do that. No, but I'll be with my dad tomorrow. I'm going to spend the night. And unless I just go over there for dinner, which I know once we throw down with this liver and onions, I have a feeling that I'm going to be so tired and have that full expression on my face, like, I'll spend the night. Yeah, I'm going to spend the night with my dad tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be me and my dad's cooking demo. Tomorrow's me and my dad's cooking demo. So, looking forward to that. That's going to be an extra special time. We're going to be putting together liver and onions. Oh, yeah, no, liver and onions. That's one. Some sort of vegetable. I don't know what it's going to be. Green, definitely. Mashed potatoes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one to have the gravy and stuff. We'll just use whatever juice comes off the liver and onions and then throw a little pat of butter on there as well. Yeah, it's going to be tasty, everybody. Can't wait. But it's just going to be me and my dad milling around the kitchen. So you'll be able to see the two of us in action, a little slapstick humor going on and stuff like that. And it'll be nice. So we'll see you then. Folks who join me early in the morning, you'll see me in the pool. No, tomorrow's going to be a run day. I swam this morning. Tomorrow's back to running. So I'll run my 5 miles at 6 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning. And then I'll catch you all later in the day, or I'll catch you all in the morning drive, on the morning drive into the business. All right. So again, everybody, thank you so much for coming in. Evelyn, thank you for the comment. And we'll look forward to seeing you all later. Take care. God bless everybody. And thanks for watching Tommy Williams and the show. Bye.